So I've been a local musician in town for a while. I guess I started playing shows out in '06 or so, with bands. And then when I graduated, we my brother and myself and a couple other people got a local pub in town, Shamrocks, and I'd never booked music before, so I started right there, just having our own spot, just started booking bands. Introduced myself to the regional scene, local scene, and at that point in time, we weren't known yet, so I had to reach out to a lot of people. I wasn't able to. We weren't getting all the emails in, or getting contacts all the time, so I had to actually do some research. And then the more I researched, and the more we were doing shows, I just kept discovering how great our local music scene really was.
Here we come, let us see. We've got sand on our feet. Let us bless the wine and bread.
The idea behind HMAF was to help cultivate that in a way that would bring it to the city's attention more so than just the late night bar culture.
Tired of being the one slighted by someone else.
We wanted to give it a day festival that was family friendly, available to the public, cheap, and just showcase some of the local music that we had in town. And it started up really small, it was 2010, and we had I think it was 10 bands and 5 acoustic acts and a couple random art vendors and small stuff. And, it went well. Well enough to do a second year, and then it just kind of started to become more and more of a passion thing, and I got more and more folks involved with me, and the community seemed to take to it really well. And so, yeah, we just kept building and building, and then, as we grew, I wanted to do more and showcase more things than just music, because it isn't just music that's really great here in Huntington. It's the visual arts, and it's everything. So every year we've tried to just grow and grow and add a couple events each year.
I guess I'm a illustrator painter.
Okay, great. So what are you doing here tonight?
Just putting up some art, hanging out with the community, doing an art show. This is the 3rd year in a row for us having a giant community-based art show. So with that, we've invited people from outside of the community who may not be showing art in different places to come and check out the walls and hang things, set up tables, vend, display your art in a cool environment that's not necessarily I guess for a lot of people it's just a different environment altogether.
Saturdays in hope, they always acknowledge that you are there. Better days in hope, the warm smell of kerosene is in the air. As is when the city's cooking, all this time it should be.
So starting the past about 3 years, we've really started pumping it up and doing more events and more locations. And that's another thing too, is we want to bring attention to more locations in Huntington that might be catering to musicians or catering to music and helping progress that in town. So we just want to make it available to people and inform people that are in town, like students, for instance, that might be new to Huntington and not know these places exist. We want to be able to show them and promote these businesses, as well as promote music, as well as promote art and vendors and everything. So started as a harebrained idea, and now we're doing 11 events in 7 days this year.
Tonight is the 2nd annual HMAF 72-hour film challenge screening. As part of the Huntington Music and Arts Festival, Ian Thornton, a local filmmaker and an instructor in the English department at Marshall University, has organized a 72-hour film challenge where competing teams are given prompts and then have 72 hours to make films that incorporate those prompts. I am the judge, so I will be awarding a first, second, and third place winner at the end of the screening tonight. Although truthfully, I would be here anyways. I love the local filmmaking scene in Huntington and want to support it in any way. I've encouraged students to submit films and participate in the challenge, and just any place where local filmmaking is going on, I want to be there.
I love movies, I love film, I love Huntington, born and raised here. To be a part of this event and a part of this week is a real joy, and it's a real privilege. Honestly, I'm really humbled by just the amount of talent that's in this town. It's really encouraging, actually, as just a person who lives here. I love it. I'm really happy to be part of it.
It feels great, man. It's really just everything we've hoped for. When we started it, it just gets bigger every year, and it's really a surprise every year coming and seeing how much bigger and better it's gotten with new vendors and artwork.
This year it seems a little smaller, maybe because of the rain, but it feels a little bit more personable, I guess. It just feels more comfortable this year, and everyone's having a great time, and the music's phenomenal. Yeah.
Not usually a festival person, or really a live music person, because I find that live music tends to be a little too loud for me. But in this setting, I feel a little more comfortable. I tend to spend a lot of summers in West Virginia, but every year I've been here, I've been spending more and more time, and it's kind of turning into a second home for me.
Oh, really?
You can go to hell, my dear.
I've been playing this since the second year, and every year we've watched it grow as a festival, and we've seen our crowd specifically grow too as well, and just after a long time being on the road and working on it, it means a lot to have people support us, and it's a blessed assurance if people are singing along. So. It's such a strong community here, and not only musically, but just all the arts in general. Huntington's got a really great tight-knit community, and you don't understand how tight-knit it is until you go outside of this area and you see other places and people are like, man, we're struggling to get something together, and I'm like, I just took that for granted, we had that, and a lot of people could take notes and take those notes back to their areas from here in Huntington. That's a really killer thing. We're lucky.
Levi's been in the yard all day, digging out a mound of snow. See how the winter's taking good old boys and turn them into Eskimos. I ain't never smoked in an igloo, and I ain't never seen a bee. And I ain't never spent the harsh of the winter with a girl that's half asleep.
I love this city, and I love the community, and there's great people in the community doing great things. And I think people will be very surprised at the creativity that Huntington has and the different types of, music and art and everything, food, and just across the board. I think people from the outside might, have an idea of what we West Virginians are, but I don't think they get the whole story until they get down here and get in it.
Charleston girl, the dark and blue, and you don't know her like I do. Took the first day to her room, got stone raging blind.